It's I Love the 90s, and this is 1995. The flicks.
Nothing's free in Waterworld.
The fashions. The trends. The tubes. A totally awesome year that gave us these burning questions. And why don't those chat rooms come with spell check?
Kind of ruins it when you tell some woman you want to show her your big fat clock.
The answers to those questions plus the down. Because you love the 90s. Because you still cry like a wussy when you watch Babe.
La la la.
Admit it. This is 1995.
Okay, everybody. Coast is clear.
A boy's toys come to life, and immediately there's a rivalry between Woody the Cowboy, Tom Hanks' character,
Draw. Go!
and the new toy, which is Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
This is a film that, for the first time, captures the extraordinary tension that exists between cowboys and astronauts.
These are plastic. He can't fly.
I think Woody has a good heart, but I think he's a little self-absorbed.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
Can.
Can't.
How many astronauts have to die at the hands of cowboys before we finally address this problem?
You don't think I meant to knock Buzz out the window, do you, Potato Head?
That's Mr. Potato Head to you, you backstabbing murderer.
Then there's this very creepy, almost too dark for a kid's movie Neighbor.
You mean that happy child?
That ain't no happy child.
He tortures toys just for fun.
Who's the kid next door? Sid the sadist?
The kid next door took him home, and he was gonna blow him up.
Play nice.
But Woody said...
Lacey Chabert's character was consistently annoying.
Don't say that.
Long live the Nev Campbell.
You want to kiss me?
Yeah, Julia, let beauty be thy name.
Made from the best stuff on earth.
I liked it because it was made from the best stuff on earth, but they wouldn't say what it was.
What do you mean, stuff? What does that mean, stuff?
Sorry.
Coming up, the big lie behind Babe and the pet pig industry.
You get to the store and you're like, how about that pig? And then you pick them out and they're like, this one's not talking.
Plus, Hugh Grant proves he's no sissy.
I think it was quite nice because it dispelled the rumor of Hugh Grant's kind of loveliness. You know, that kind of, oh, excuse me, I was terribly sorry. Oh, I was wondering if you possibly my for $40.
Next, on I Love the 90s, 1995.
Nothing's free in Waterworld.
Where do we start about Waterworld?
Kevin Costner was like, it'll be dances with jet skis.
I've never seen so many great jet ski jumps. We love swimming, and we love Kevin Costner. It's a recipe for success, as far as I'm concerned. The basic plot was the world is now full of mostly water.
Kevin Costner's all fishy. He's got gills.
Gills. This little girl had a map to dry land on her back. What are the marks on her back?
People say it's the way to dry land.
Ah, the Hugh Grant and the hooker thing, Divine Brown.
Hot off of 4 weddings and a funeral, and you have to pay for sex? You're just not going in the right places.
Really, I was just reveling in the moment.
Hugh, what were you thinking? What were you thinking?
I think it was pretty obvious what he was thinking.
These are the red and yellow M&Ms.
They were way cooler than the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, cooler than Smurfs.
They're both so wonderful and so distinct. It's hard for me to pick one over the other.
See? They love you.
Both of you.
The M&Ms totally have personalities.
A certain amount of guilt associated with that, I think, as the consumer.
You felt like, well, am I eating a little dude? You know, is this little guy here, you know, I'm like ending his life?
From when they first came out, being, you know, the little candy kids to being very mature, sexy, beautiful women who had something to say.
And Brittany Murphy's Porker past.
Brittany Murphy looks a smidge different now. She's lost a smidge of weight.
Next on I Love the 90s, 1995. But first,
Dirty Alternative Rocker of 95.
Liz Fair here, bringing you the Dirty Alternative Rockers of 1995. Gavin Rossdale, the dirty but pretty rocker. Scott Weiland, the dirty stone rocker. And Billy Joe Armstrong, the dirty sort of punk rocker. Those are the f***ing run guys of 1995. a vintage year.
I think one of the funniest moments from that movie is when Cher goes to take her driver's test.
And she runs into the car. She sideswipes it. She goes, oh, should I leave a note?
Her stepbrother is Paul Rudd, who is kind of priggish.
I so need lessons from you on how to be cool.
Tell me that part about Honey G again.
And he was the love interest for Alicia Silverstone.
I love Josh. She ends up with her stepbrother. I was always a little bothered by that.
Be like Marcia and Greg getting together. It's kind of icky. Very incestuous, but he was cute, so who cared?
Xena and Hercules, huge hits.
Hercules and Xena were a terrific, counterintuitive couple. She was really sort of the strong, menacing one, and he was surprisingly docile. They were sort of the Liza and David of syndicated superheroes.
A lot of intense acting on that show. Whoa! Just relax, Xena. Go take a hot tub.
Hercules. Hello.
Oh, what a pretty face that man had.
Mr. Sorbo is like the modern-day Hercules, and the Hercules that's not all jacked up on steroids.
He was too small.
No.
Xena had more muscles than him.
No!
And then the piercings, too. I mean, you know, Madonna got her nose pierced. And I just think that would be uncomfortable.
And have you been playing PlayStation, or are you just glad to see me?
If beer came out of that thing, I would never leave the house. You know what I mean? If there was like a little sexual hole on the side of the Sony PlayStation, that's it. I'm done.
Next on I Love the 90s, 1995. But first...
Come there, you big buttheads! He was like bound and determined to learn how to herd sheep.
I was just trying to be a sheepdog.
It's a movie all about trying to be what you're not.
I just asked him nicely, could you please move over here?
Thanks very much. It was very kind of a pleasure.
I don't know how millions of piglets did not become pets for kids after that movie.
You get to the store and you're like, how about that pig? And then you pick them out and they're like, you're supposed to stop talking.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
Don't we all want to hear that? That'll do, Rach. That'll do.
They eat pigs?
Folks be talking to you and stuff like that, and then you gotta eat it? I don't think so.
Who's gonna grow up to be a big fat pig? Babe grows big. Babe's not fun anymore. Babe's not even cute anymore. Boom, Babe's breakfast.
Sony PlayStation, greatest gaming device ever invented.
Of course I had a PlayStation. I'm a guy.
Welcome to John Madden Football.
John Madden, that's where it's at.
Madden was a game. Everybody had Madden.
You know, I think PlayStation might be responsible for about half the country's dropouts.
Damn you, John Madden.
Tekken, Tomb Raider. Oh, man. When I played Tomb Raider for the first time and the lions jumped out, you're like, oh, it's like living in a television.
95 was a big year for me.
Not only was this Hootie and the Blowfish's biggest year, it was their only year. Everybody on Earth listened to Hootie and the Blowfish.
You gotta love Hootie, right? I thought that was like college preppy boy band with a black guy as a lead singer who sounded like a white boy. Frat guys and girls loved this album.